my blunt, red on the other. Putting in that overtime, working with all my brothers. Might have some confessions, call me a Mac like Usher. Bring your beloved back to my crib so she can make me love her. I live every day like it was my last. My last bitch didn't cut it, so I had to recast and wreak havoc, go savage, cause the bitch was satanic. I know she was addicted, made her wet just like my dick did. And let me switch the combo and talk about all these rappers. Thinking that they great, they play a role, that's why they actors. They say they on top, but homie, I need no ladder. I did this shit myself, didn't need no silver platter. Don't need to copy templates, FRE don't take breaks. We just capitalize on everybody's mistakes. You fuck with 5P and I'ma serve your ass up. If I catch you talking shit, I'ma fuck your ass up.
All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. That was Mr. 5P with his new song. Tell us a little bit about the song.
So One of These Nights came out a couple days ago. It's by myself and my artist Monkey Face. So we recorded this song, I want to say maybe like a year and a half ago. We're the type of artists that we like to pick and choose the songs that we release and all that good stuff. We try not to make sure the song is too old, because at the end of the day, some songs are dated, you know? So, yeah. So we try to pick out, you know, the songs that we want to release. So when we released this one, I personally thought it was, you know, at the right time. Especially after this pandemic and everyone is starting to go back to their normal lives. Everyone just wants to relax, you know, cruise around their cities and all that. So that's when I thought that this song was the perfect song for it. When we made this, though, funny story, we were actually under the influence while we made this song.
That's how the best song.
I think we were crossfaded, bro. I'm not gonna lie on that one.
Hey, it still came out with a good product.
Yeah, bro. It was initially supposed to be a Monkey song, obviously, because I only have a verse on there. Monkey has a verse, and the chorus is on there. But after we started making all these songs together, I told them, how about, you know, let's make a collaboration project, which is obviously in the works. So we just got like a collective of songs that we did together, and we're picking and choosing which ones are going to make the project. And this song right here will make the project. We had a fun time making it, and hopefully to everyone who listens to it enjoys it as well.
Yeah, I'm sure they will, man. I was listening to it before the interview, and I was vibing. I don't vibe to everything.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you met Monkey Face and what kind of, well, you told us what drove you to do the feature with him, but tell us kind of how you met him and what your relationship is.
So Monkey Face, I met him around 2017. To the people who saw his interview, he mentioned that we knew of each other. We knew each other, but we didn't know each other. That's kind of how it was. He was in a collective of artists as well. He was in a rap group at the time. And I remember watching him perform at every show that he was doing. And whether I was performing or whether I was there to, you know, support other artists, when I saw his performance, to me, he looked like he was one of those backup singers for, you know, the other artists. And no disrespect to those artists, they're talented in their own way. But me personally, Monkey Face, he completely stood out to me mainly because he raps and he sings. That's what I do. So that's what initially, you know, made me want to focus on him. And when I heard his vocals, man, I was like, why isn't this cat out there more? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to work with this cat. Until we finally met up. We started talking about music. And that's when I was throwing it was my second show here in Yuma called the Winter Bash. And I invited him to come perform. He killed it as usual. And then after that, that's when I invited him over here to my studio. We started working. He wasn't signed under my label yet, but he was working on, you know, his songs and all that. And maybe a 2 years, I think, or a year and a half after that is when he finally signed to my label. And ever since, it was nonstop work. We have a lot of music, and I know he said he said that he had 3 years of music recorded. Technically, yeah, but we have a lot of finished music, but at the same time, we have a lot of unfinished music as well. But yeah, man, ever since then, it's just been nonstop work with that guy, and I'm proud to say that, you know, he's with, you know, my camp, and there's just more music to come, man. Proud of him.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And I'm looking for more music from y'all's camp too, man. That shit, like, y'all put out some good stuff.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
So the next thing I wanted to ask is more about the come up. So there's this picture, and it's of you as a customer service advocate. How did you like doing that, and what helped you transition from that to music?
So that was back in 2014. I was a call center. It was at a call center that I was working at. Pretty much I dealt with like a lot of Medicare things, you know, filling up customers' prescriptions, you know, over the computer, and, you know, so on and so forth. Me personally, I mean, the pay was amazing. I'm not going to front about that. The job itself, you really needed tough skin to work there because of the type of customers that call in. Granted, I'm not saying it was all horrible. I've had amazing customers to the point where they wanted to know about me, and hell, you know, I promoted myself. It was all good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It didn't go well with the supervisors, but hey,
yeah, you got to get it out there.
But
anyway.
it really taught me how to talk to people a certain way. I used to be really nervous talking to people, or hell, even being on camera. My bad on that, bro. Hold on. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
My bad. So I was at the time. There we go. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
So at the time, yeah, no, it was my phone. My bad. So at the time, I was really nervous, you know, to get on camera or talk to anyone face to face. I was really introverted. I am now, but when it comes to like socializing, if I have to be in front of people, I'll be in front of people and do my thing. But this particular job really helped me on my communication skills, how to talk to people a certain way in a very, you know, professional manner. So I thank that job. I thank that job for a lot of things. Then after that, I was working in retail. So me, I was always hopping from job to job, bro. I'm not gonna lie on that. I was never good in keeping jobs, man. But when I was at my other jobs, I always put, you know, 100% on everything that I do. Because at the end of the day, I'm not rich. I'm not to the point where I make a living off of my music, but, you know, there's no shame to say, hey, I have to work a 9 to 5 to supply for my family and to fund my music career. So if you're an artist out there, don't ever feel ashamed, because I've known a lot of artists who work a regular 9 to 5 but are ashamed to, you know, to put it out there, because a lot of people are going to make fun of them. Oh, you know, I told you were never going to make it in music. Oh, keep your day job. Go ahead and listen to them, but make sure that fuels you up to take you to that next level, because a lot of people are going to be making fun of you. But once that come up comes, let me tell you, a lot of people are going to be hitting your line, and they're going to be like, damn, see, I knew you were going to make it. And then you're just going to laugh at those people, man.
yeah, because so kind of leading off of that, what advice would you give to someone who's a little more reserved and a little bit afraid to come out of their show because of the judging?
So now it's a little easier if you are that kind of artist, because nowadays you can be in the comfort of your own home, making a lot of money, doing music. You don't even have to step out of your house anymore, mainly because the internet has evolved so much compared to when I started making music. YouTube wasn't as big as it is now. I still had to go to my local mall and go slang CDs. I still had to make like 200 copies of my mixtape, put them in my backpack and go slang them for $5 at my school. You know what I'm saying? So those moments I'll always cherish because that's a part of the struggle and that's a part of the grind. But nowadays for up and coming artists, TikTok is the wave right now, because TikTok is what SoundCloud was when it started popping.
Yeah.
So everyone, like I see 14-year-olds with like 1 million followers and all these monthly listeners on their Spotify. I look at them and I'm like, well, goddamn, like where'd they do that at, man? I want that shit too, you know?
Hell yeah. Like,
so that's why. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, no, I was just going to comment.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
So yeah, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get on TikTok myself. Like, granted, I'm nowhere where I want to be, but everyone starts from somewhere. And I'm sorry, my freaking phone. Let me see. All right, cool. Sorry about that, bro.
It's all good.
So me being on TikTok now, back when it first started, I didn't want to get on it because all I looked at it was it being a kid's app, a teenager's app, right? But then I started seeing people my age getting on there promoting their music, and I was like, well, you know what? Every social media site, I've always hopped on it late. Let me go ahead and hop on TikTok now before it's too late. And I've seen some success out of TikTok. I'm not saying a lot, but I've had people migrate from TikTok over to my Spotify or over to my Instagram and say, hey, bro, I saw you off of TikTok. This song is dope as hell. You know, keep grinding. You got this. And that's what really makes me grind harder. So if you're an artist barely starting out now and you're afraid to socialize, TikTok is the wave, man. TikTok is definitely the wave that you need to hop on ASAP, because I know a lot of artists that have never done a show in their life, have never done, anything involving performing. They're at their house making music, making a living off of this, which is crazy. I mean, imagine technology 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah. There's going to be no need to actually talk to people in person. And there's really not a need now. It's just
exactly.
Coming up through the 90s, we didn't have, like you said, we didn't have all that. We had to go face to face. We had to talk to people, and networking just isn't the same nowadays.
Granted, don't get me wrong. Whenever you have the chance to perform on stage, take it, man, because there's no other feeling than getting on stage, whether you're performing for 2 people, whether you're performing for 5. Hell, I remember I was on stage performing just for my friends because I was booked for a festival here in Yuma, and I was one of the first artists to get on there, and I was only performing in front of, I think it was 5 of my friends and a couple of older people who ended up leaving because it was hip hop music, and they don't fuck with that, which is cool. But just use it as practice, because the day you do blow up and you start getting paid to start performing at these shows, you already have, that stage presence. You already know who you are as an artist while you're performing, instead of just staying still, shaking because you've never done a show in your life. So whenever you have that opportunity, take it. Even if you have to practice at home, in front of your mirror, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Just be confident as an artist and go perform at that show. If you can, network with other local artists. Granted, it's not going to work for everyone. I'm not going to be like, you guys are going to be friends. You guys are going to be buddies. It's business at the end of the day. But if you guys can, it can transform into a friendship. I've had some artists, for example, Mucky Face, who that transformed into not only a business partnership, but I can say that he's like a brother to me. And you know, whenever he needs anything, he knows I'm there for him. So yeah, man, never be afraid to get on stage. But again, TikTok is the wave. Get on TikTok. You won't regret it.
Yeah. Okay, that's great advice. Great advice. So the next thing I want to ask about is this tattoo you have here of Fade Records Entertainment. What can you tell me about the tattoo and
The tattoo right here.
yeah, and the process leading up to it, and what can you tell me about Fade Records?
So Fade Records Entertainment, I started that back in 2007. I didn't really take anything serious until 2016 is when the money started rolling in, and I started, you know, putting money behind my music and my product and all that good stuff. So the day I got the tattoo, I was iffy about it because I'm like, I don't know if I should. But one of my homies who originally helped me start Fade Records Entertainment, he goes by Manny Cash. He already got the logo tatted on him before me. So he hit me up. He's all like, come on, bro, don't be scared. Like, this is your label, and I have it tatted before you. Like, whether, you know, we don't work together, don't talk together, you know, down the line, at the end of the day, I can look at this tattoo and say, I know where I started. You know, this is where I began my career. And that's when I thought about it. I was like, you know what, he's right. So I got in contact with one of my tattoo artists. Shout out to Eric Uriel. That is my tattoo artist. He's done all my tattoos. So when I went to him, I told him, here's my logo. I want it tatted on me. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. And at first, I thought it was going to hurt like hell, bro, to be completely honest with you. That was I think that was my second tattoo that I got. The first tattoo is actually this one right here. It's my zodiac sign, Leo.
Okay.
That one didn't really hurt as much, but on my shoulder, I thought it was gonna hurt. But I don't know, man. Like, once that paint started coming in, I wanted to get more ink. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's a different kind of pain. I have two tattoos that were extremely painful, and that was one that touched my shoulder bone up here, and
yeah,
the one on my ribs. The rest of them,
it was
man,
I don't know, man. Like, I've been debating on getting one there too, but I heard it hurts like a bitch, bro.
It hurts so bad. I'm a grown man. Man, I was squirming. It hurt.
I bet, man, because it hits right on the bone too. So, but when I got the, you know, my logo tattooed on me, once I was looking at it, I'm like, well, this is on me forever. You know, this is my record label. This is what I wanted to do from the get-go. I never wanted to be signed to anybody else. I wanted to make sure that I kept all my masters, because being an artist, owning your masters is everything. And here on my record label, when you're signed under me, you own your masters. I don't keep any of that, because why the hell would I want to be a label owner who doesn't want to sign under anybody else, keeping his masters, but yet I have to keep my artist masters? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. It kind of contradicts the point of starting your own.
Exactly. Then that makes me look like a hypocrite, you know? And, but yeah, like with Monkey, I told him, bro, you own your masters, and to an artist, that means everything. Yeah, because that means you can do whatever the hell you want with those songs, bro. The stems, the recordings, you get to do whatever you want with those. But yeah, man, like, I look at it now, and it's like I'm just proud of that tattoo now, bro. Like, at the time, like I said, I was very iffy, but now I look at it, I'm really proud of where I came from, how I started till now. I'm not in the position where I want to be, but this is what I love about the music journey, because everyone has their own different paths. Some people are meant to blow up overnight. Some people are meant to blow up in a year. Some people might not even blow up until they're 40. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know, just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it, because once you get to that position, you're going to look back and be like, damn, I miss those times. I wish I can go back. to those times.
Did you ever get the feeling like, now that I have this tattoo, I have to make it work? Like, because I feel like that would be like a kick in the ass to.
At first I did, bro. At first, once it got tatted on me, I'm like, well, now I have to make this shit work, bro. Like, I have to make it work now, right? But now it's like I mentioned, even if I never make it, you know, I have my merchandise to look back on. I have my tattoo to look back on. I have my music to look back on. I have all my YouTube videos to look back on. For Christ's sakes, man, I even have music from when I first started on my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go back all the way, I think 2008 is when I post my first video, but that was like, it was like a parody of MTV Cribs that I did with my homies at that time. That was the first video that's on the channel. I never took it down. A lot of people were telling me, oh, you should take down all your old music because it's going to be embarrassing. I was like, for what, bro? Like, for instance, Jack Harlow, his old music started surfacing out of nowhere. It was just getting recommended to me on my YouTube. So I was checking it out and I'm like, damn, the glow up on this guy, for real though. And I'm just like, I want that to happen to me. Like, I want people, like, if I do make it to that point, or even to the point where people want to look me up, they go back and be like, man, his music really sucked. But now it's more polished and it sounds better than it did before. So it gives that particular, you know, person more confidence in themselves, you know, because this whole, you know, pretending you're something you're not is BS to me. It's like, bro, be yourself, you know, release the music. If you don't like it, oh, well, it's still going to be there forever. Some people are going to like it, whether it's to make fun of it or just because they really like the song. But as you keep progressing, they're going to go back to that and be like, dang, the glow up on this cat was real though. Like, he went from sounding like this to more professional. Oh yeah, I definitely have the confidence to do this shit myself now.
Yeah, and it's very inspirational. That's the same. Like, I also have a gaming channel, and they're like, "Oh, well, you should shut that down and focus on your music." But that's something that I did. That's something that I'm proud of. I put hundreds of hours into it, and it's something that I would never take down. And same thing with my SoundCloud. I don't use SoundCloud anymore, but I'll never delete it because it has songs that you can't find for me anywhere else.
Exactly, bro. For me, I have a SoundCloud channel as well under Fade Records Entertainment. I have a lot of music. Well, not a lot of music anymore because I did take some down, but I still have music on there that I've recorded that is nowhere else. And I refuse to take that down because you never know. You never know. A lot of people go anywhere to look up for music, and let's just say they stumble upon one of those records. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like I want to leave my legacy there on the internet. So for instance, the day I'm not here anymore, people can go back and be like, damn, this dude right here really put his all into his music career. People need to realize now you don't need a big record label in order to make it. Like, there's people who want to sign under me, bro, and I even tell them, like, I can be that label owner and be like, oh, all right, cool, you know, let's do this, that, and the third. But what I tell them, be like, you know, you can do this yourself, right? You don't need a record label. You can do this yourself. Go on TuneCore or sign up under DistroKid, United Masters, wherever, you know, you can distribute your music and go from there. You need to know how to copyright your music. All right, cool. I can give you a website. You want to know where to register for your PRO? I can go ahead and show you that too. It's all on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't need a record label now. If you don't want to do any of that, then that's a whole different story. Then we can talk business. But me, like, I rather show, like, for instance, for Monkey, I rather show him how to do it on his own, so he can already know how to do all that instead of me doing all the work. I want to show him, all right, so this is what you have to do here. This is what you have to do there in order to, you know, register your song, this, that, and third. So he can learn and be like, oh, okay, so it's not all about just making music. So this is what I have to do to get my music registered. This is what I have to do to promote my song. You know what I'm saying? It teaches the artist, like for instance, if he were to go solo, you know, anytime in the near future, he's gonna already know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do, is not only take the artist under my wing, is just show them everything that I know. So by the time that they decide to leave, if they want to, they have that knowledge that I taught them.
Yeah, and they'll carry that with them forever. It's not that's not
Exactly.
like it's one thing like if you're signed and someone's pushing your stuff, that's great, but that's not gonna last forever. Most
Yeah,
contracts with music labels have a warranty. It's like a 2 year
mhm.
contract. After that, you're on your own.
Exactly,
So
bro. Like, I mean, and even if they were to stay with you forever, bro, that's a blessing right there, because that just means they trust you. You know,
yeah,
not a lot
that's
of
love.
artists do that. Not a lot of artists do that, and that's the crazy part. But if they do, then hey, man, shout out to all them artists that have that trust and that faith with their record label, and nothing but blessings, man.
Yeah, and even if you're signed to a record label, it's your job as an artist to promote that label. Because
Hmm.
if that label fails, it's just as much your fault as it is the label's fault.
Yeah,
All right.
it's like,
So sorry, I don't mean to cut you
no, it's all good, bro. Go ahead.
short.
It's all
Yeah,
good, bro. We're just enjoying the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, go
I
ahead, bro.
I was in it, man. I was in
Oh, hell
it.
yeah.
So this next image is an image of your studio, I believe. And is this a old image from your studio, or is this more recent? And how what can you tell me about where it was then versus what you have set up now?
So that image was when I first put my studio together. That was around 4 years ago, 3, 4 years ago, I want to say. Now it looks, let me hold on.
Yeah, man,
Now it
show
looks
it off.
way different. Let me go ahead and turn this around. Now it looks way different
Yes,
than
sir.
it did
Yes,
in that
sir.
image right there. You know what I'm saying? I got my little ring lights over there for TikTok.
Yeah.
There's my microphone. There's my microphone right there. You know, my speakers. I mean, I'm still planning on upgrading all this, bro. Like right now, I love the equipment I have right now. But within this year or so, I'm gonna start upgrading more. You know, it's all about that growth, man. It's all about that growth.
Yeah, and even slow growth is growth. So don't like to everyone watching, don't get discouraged if you aren't growing quickly. My channel,
Exactly.
I'm gonna throw this in here. My channel, it started for almost 6 months. Sorry, my kids are throwing stuff.
That's all good,
Um,
bro. So,
I had about 20 followers for about 6 months on all platforms, and then one day, something I did clicked, and now I mean I'm not famous by any means. I don't have hundreds of followers, but I went from 20 to 65 in a matter of
yeah.
weeks.
Bro,
So
that's growth right there. Like no matter who looks at it a certain way, that's growth at the end of the day. Because you could have still been at
at
that same
20,
amount.
yeah,
Yeah, you could have still been at 20.
but through perseverance, man, like somebody noticed it, and now every day I'm slowly growing. There's not a day I don't
That's
have a
good.
notification. There's not a day I don't get a like. And
Heck,
and I say,
congratulations on that, bro.
hell yeah, thank you. And I say that to say, don't give up, man. I mean, it took me so long to find my lane, and you might be in the right profession, but the wrong lane. So
Yeah.
where I was just like you said, throwing anybody on a feature, I had to figure out who I needed to work with, who I needed to connect with, and who was really gonna not do it for me, but push me to do the best for myself. So
Yeah, bro.
yeah. So the main thing is don't feel like just because you're stuck now, you're always gonna be stuck. That I feel like that's what makes a lot of people give up.
Yeah, bro. Because like I said, I've been doing this since 2007. Like thinking about it now, holy shit, it's almost 20 years.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it's like I'm 28. I turned 29 in August. Me personally, I'm
Oh, me
already
too.
thinking to myself, oh, I'm old as hell. You know what I'm saying? But to other people, they'll look at me and be like, oh, you're still young. I don't know what you're talking about. You know
It's
what I'm saying? So
it's perspective.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So never give up. Like I mentioned earlier, it might take somebody, 5, 10 years or even more to get the recognition that they deserve. Some people are just lucky and they blow up overnight.
Yeah.
It's not the same for everybody.
And a lot of and one thing I like to say is that a lot of rappers use cheap gimmicks. Now me as a rapper, I cover my face and stuff so people will listen to what I gotta say. But
Facts.
eventually I'm gonna show you motherfuckers what my face looks like, and
Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah,
like
and
for instance, like when The Weeknd did it when he first came out, no one knew how he looked like. He was a very mysterious character until he finally showed his face. And still to this day, he's growing as an artist, changing up his image. And granted, not like for instance, me, I have a hard time doing that. I'm not even gonna lie to that. like, um, but I want to toy around with that, see what's good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always an experience to just have fun and reinvent yourself as an artist, whether it's image wise, whether it's sound wise. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna come out with with jewelry and an expensive ass clothing. If I'm gonna wear shit, it's gonna be my merch right here. That's what I'm gonna wear. You know what I'm saying? Some comfortable shorts because it's hot as hell out here. You
hell
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Uh-uh.
Just be real. Don't and me, my personality is the same and all that. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of a cheap gimmick, but I'm not.
It's all good, bro.
I'm not dyeing my hair pink and spiking it up when I don't like shit like that.
Yeah, bro, because at the end of the day, you're being yourself. You're being genuine. You're not acting like a tough guy or some shit just for the camera. You're being yourself, bro. Just because you have your face covered, that's the person that you decided to be. But at the end of the day, it's like your personality is still genuine. You're you. A lot of artists want to act like the tough guy, or they want to act like they're rich, but everything is rented out, or they want to act like they're so rich, but they're digging in mommy and daddy's pockets. Which, if they do that, shit, by all means, congratulations. But we're talking about, being genuine as an artist. Everyone has a character. Everyone acts a certain way. But as long as you're humbled, as long as you're not some kind of douchebag behind the scenes or whatever, or on camera, I think you should be good, bro. Like, be yourself, be unique, show your personality. Another reason why you should get on TikTok is show your personality. Get on these trends if you have to. Make some funny skits. As an artist, me personally, as a fan of music, I don't just want to hear music from the artist. I like digging in, behind the scenes just to see what's good. Like, let's look at their Instagram or their TikToks and see what they're up to. That's just how it is. A lot of people love to see what you're doing behind the scenes. Hell, even if you're cooking something up, making something to eat or whatever, they want to see that.
Yeah.
And if they want to laugh, make some funny sketches, man. Like, it is what it is.
So the next subject I want to touch on is your advertisement strategy. What is your advertisement strategy, and what's your favorite way to promote your music?
So I use Facebook and Instagram ads, as well as YouTube ads, but they're known as Google ads. So for instance, like the song that I'm promoting right now, One of These Nights, by myself and Monkey Face, I use Facebook and Instagram ads. So I don't know if you see, like, when you scroll down your Facebook, you see those sponsored posts.
Yeah.
So that's what I use to promote my stuff. At first, I was wasting a lot of money on advertising, man, because I did not know what I was doing. I thought it was just, oh, okay, you just do this and it's easy, just like that. It takes a lot of money, takes a lot of time and a lot of effort in order to understand, the Facebook ad platform. Obviously, Facebook owns Instagram, so it's the same thing. Um, and you have to, like me, I like targeting all countries that Spotify is available, whether it's Brazil, Mexico, hell, India, wherever Spotify is available. That's where I promote the music. A lot of people, if they hear India or some other third world country, they'll be like, oh no, those are fake people that are tuning in to bots, that are just clicking and giving you fake streams and stuff. Crazy enough, I thought the same thing until I started paying attention to other marketers that use advertisements, and they have like millions of streams, and they make a living from their music. Obviously, it took time, but for instance, like my top country that listens to my music is India, and I actually get messages from those people. Like, people from India hit me up on Instagram. They're like, bro, like, I appreciate this type of music, bro. I love English music, and then they tell me the artists that they listen to. And they're like, bro, I wish there was more up and coming artists that was promoting to us, because it's like, we want to hear new music. Like, we love English artists too. Like, people look at us and they think we're fake, and they're not, they're real people over there. And I get love from Mexico. I get love from Brazil. I even get some people from my hometown. I love my hometown. I love Yuma, Arizona, but I'm not really as focused on my hometown than I am everywhere else, because the saying goes, your hometown's never going to show you love until you blow up. Granted, there's some artists that will get love from their hometown, but again, doesn't happen for everyone. Like me, I tried getting along with a lot of artists in Yuma. I tried setting up shows, bringing, the whole community together. For me personally, it just didn't work out. It's, at the end of the day, it's all love to those artists. But with me, it's like, if I'm getting love in other countries than my own hometown, why am I going to neglect these other countries? You know what I'm saying? And for YouTube, I do the same thing. I haven't done it lately, but for my music videos, I use Google Ads. So what that does is, like, again, people are going to think it's fake, but it's not fake if it's coming from the actual platform themselves. It's not no third party company that's like, oh, you pay me $50 and I'll guarantee you 100,000 views on your video. Then that's obviously fake streams, right? Because I've done my research when it came to all that. So I use the YouTube platform to promote my music videos. And I care about brand awareness at the end of the day. To me, it doesn't matter if they go to Spotify, if they like the music video, or Apple Music. To me, it's all about brand awareness, because wherever I go, they see this logo. My car, I have a car decal that has my record label logo on there. And it doesn't matter whether they know me, whether they know Monkey. If they see this, my logo, they're going to be like, oh, I know what that is. Granted, I might not know the artist, but I know what that is. I know they're a music label. I see it all around. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I care more about brand awareness, and everything else is going to come after. So, but yeah, for my music promotion, that's what I use.
Hell yeah. And brand awareness is very important, especially, like I said before, if you're working for a music label, promote that label where your music's not getting any plays.
Exactly.
Let me check something real quick. Oh, dang. This has been a good interview, because we're already 9 minutes over. So,
holy crap, bro.
Yeah, man.
It didn't even seem like it's been a lot, man.
No, we've been chopping it up. We're 40 minutes in.
That's dope. That is dope.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and close it out with these 3 questions, which is perfect because we just got to the end. So I always ask these 3 questions at the end of my interview, because there's always a different insight that each artist can give. So my first is, what advice would you give to someone pursuing a career like the one you've chosen?
Well, I know there's a lot of people that have said this, so it's very cliche. It's be yourself. Obviously, that's the number one thing. Always be yourself. Don't, like we talked about earlier, don't try to be somebody you're not. Why? Because I know from experience, when I started, I thought I was this tough guy that, just came up on the scene, not giving a shit and not being myself until I had one of my homies at that time. He was, I think, 4 or 5 years older than me. He looked at me and was like, who the hell do you think you are, bro? Like, be yourself, because if you act like somebody you're not, you're gonna get called out. You're gonna get into a fight over it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? If you're a goofy dude, be that goofy dude. And if you're an introvert trying to fit in or whatever, be that introvert. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like, always be yourself. If you're a funny guy, be that funny guy, because that is what people are going to want from you. They want the real you. Like, be yourself at all costs. Don't be afraid to get out there. You know what I'm saying? If there's an open mic and you want to perform, go to that. Go to that. And if it works out, cool. If it doesn't, you already know there's TikTok.
Yeah,
and
and you can learn from failures.
Exactly. You learn from fail. There's no such thing as success without the failures. Don't try to get into this game and just expect success, because I'm sorry to tell you, that doesn't exist around here. Maybe in a parallel universe it might, but not around here. Is not how it works. Make the music you want. Another note. Don't make you're making music for yourself at the end of the day, because that's what you're here for. You're not here to cater to everybody else. Granted, I make the music I want to make. There's times if I want to rap, I'll rap. If I want to sing my ass off, I'm gonna sing my ass off. Because there's people that like to hear both sides of me, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm gonna release what I want to release. So as an artist, if you're a mumble rapper, be the best mumble rapper you can be. It's not going to be for everyone. Yeah, exactly. Like, mumble the shit out of that song, bro. Like, do your thing. There's a fan base for every type of song. Like you mentioned earlier, 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine has a fan base. You know what I'm saying? Even after everything that went down with his case and all that shit,
Yeah.
People still stream his music because every type of song has a fan base. Don't be scared, man, because that's what I was, and it took a lot of years out of my career that I highly, highly regret now. When I was younger, I was nervous every time come up to me, hey, bro, are you Mr. 5P? Oh, I heard you rap. I would always say, nah, bro, I'm not him. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I hate that. Just thinking about that now, I hate that. So don't ever be afraid if someone comes up to you and be like, oh, are you this person? Hell yeah, I am. Who wants to know? Or my favorite one, right? When they come up to you and they're like, hey, bro, rap for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, personally, I'm not gonna do that shit. Yeah. I used to when I was in high school, when there used to be like, hey, bro, rap for me. All right, cool. Give me a topic. I rap, right on the spot. But now it's like, bro, if you really want to know my style, go check out the music, bro. I'm not the freestyle type anymore like I once was. And to those that do that, shit, salute to y'all. Y'all have a gift that a lot of artists don't have. You know what I'm saying? I love watching freestyle battles. It's a part of the culture, and I love that. But me as an artist, I'm just not there anymore. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid of that, y'all. Like, again, be yourself, make the music you want, and just hustle your ass off. Go on YouTube, look up how to promote your music. If you don't have the money, there's ways that you can do it for free. Again, I will keep saying this, TikTok. Get on that right now, record, 15 seconds of you just like lip syncing to your music, or explain, the lyrics behind the song, just stuff like that. People are going to get attached to that. So that's all you got to do, man. Y'all got this. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid and keep doing you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Some good advice from Mr. 5P. Question 2. Is there anything you would like to plug? Any merch or projects that you have going on or coming up that you'd like to let the people know about?
So the first thing that I want to plug is Mine and Monkey's collaboration project. We're still working on everything. I'll release the details later on, but me and him are working on a collab project. It's going to be like a 6 or 7 song EP. And then after that, me and him are going to have our solo music coming out, our solo projects. So be on the lookout for that. Second of all, shout out to my wife. Her name is Karma. She runs a company called Soulful Customs. That's where all my merchandise come from. You can look her up on Instagram at Soulful Customs. If you're on Facebook, at Soulful Customs Co. C-O at the end. Go look up her work. She's amazing. If for all my smokers out there, she does custom tray sets. She does custom bongs for all my smokers out there. She does anything, man. Anything she can get her hands on that she can customize, she'll do her thing on that. So be on the lookout. If you guys are interested, like I said, Instagram at Soulful Customs. If you're on Facebook, at Soulful Customs Co. Look her up. Shout out to my boy Corey Bricks. He does all of our music videos, and he even edits them if we're the ones that shoot them. He goes by Bricks Visual Team. Look him up on Instagram at Bricks Visual Team. He also runs a clothing line with his lovely wife, custom clothing line by the name of I forgot the name of it.
Hey, what we'll do is
edit that part out. You can edit that part out.
Or what we'll do is you can send me the link after, and I'll
I'll go ahead and send you the link. I'm just trying to think of so many things right now, bro, and it's like my brain is just trying to register all of that.
It's rough talking for an hour, bro. It's rough.
Yeah, bro, it really fucking is. But their clothing line is amazing. Check it out. I'll go ahead and send you all the information. Also, shout out to my Instagram group chat called The Creative Clubhouse. They're amazing as well. It's a collective of amazing up-and-coming artists, young up-and-coming artists. Some of them are teenagers barely getting out of high school. And it's cool that I'm a part of it because I get to give them a lot of wisdom that I know that they haven't received yet. So just by talking to them, I know that they soak in all the information that I give to them. So first of all, shout out to my boy Janelius, amazing producer. He's a producer that I'm currently working with right now. Would love to get him on for an interview. And also another amazing artist by the name of Black Sky, an amazing artist if you're looking for like that Trippie Redd type of vibe, that new school type of vibe. He's an amazing artist. The melody's amazing on that guy. So those are 2 artists that are definitely on the lookout. One producer, one artist that y'all should be on the lookout for. And am I forgetting anything, man? Shout out to my boy Monkey Face and his brand, Space Bums. He's gonna be doing big things. He's in California right now, so he has a lot of things planned up for his music. Let's see here. Damn, I think that's it, man. That's all I can remember right now.
hey, that's all good. That's all good. That actually sort of answers part of my next question, which is, are there any artists that you think might want to come on the show, or maybe promote some of their stuff to get the word out?
So again, 2 people I can name right off the bat is Janelius. He is a producer from Irvine, California. I think he's 19. I want to say 19 or 20, but I think he's 19. He is a very, very mature person for his age. Definitely has a lot of knowledge himself. Definitely a cat that everyone should be watching out for with production. Black Sky is another amazing artist that's on the come up right now. There's a lot of other amazing talents that's on our creative clubhouse group. Hopefully, they'll give you the names of everyone else, but those are the 2 that I can just name right off top of my head right now. Like I said, I'm trying to register everything. Like I had everything ready to go before the interview, but since we're talking and it's like, oh, what's the name of this? What's the name of that? Like, Sounds like I'm a dick, man, but my bad, y'all. I'm not trying to be a douchebag.
It's all good. It's all good because what we'll do is as we get those artists through, I will make a space, and I'll say this now for every single artist in that collective. You are welcome on my show, and I'll make a space for you. So if you want to come on, don't be afraid to get rejected. I'll put you on because I really,
Hey, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of young talented individuals, man.
And that's what we're looking for, man. We're looking for the hidden talent of the underground, and I feel like that's what I'm slowly getting introduced to, and I want to say to everybody and to you, Mr. 5P, I'm so privileged to have as many artists as I have, and especially I really want to thank you for coming on today, man. It
I
was a
appreciate you, bro.
great
Appreciate the
interview.
opportunity. I'm honored.
Yeah, great interview, great conversation, and um, I do tell people that this is just a overview introductory interview, so you will be scheduled if you want for a longer interview in the future.
Bro, you already know I am down. Like, if we're almost an hour in, I can go talking for hours, bro.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, man, and to everybody watching, thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot, and I know the channel growth is slow, but just stick with us, man. As long as you enjoy our content, we'll keep making it. So, love you
Yeah.
guys. Thank you, Mr. 5P.